It's dusk on a Tuesday in a quiet suburb, and an industrial tow truck is reversing rapidly into a residential driveway. A minor parking complaint is about to trigger a chain reaction involving a specialized towing crew, uniformed police, and a standoff on the front lawn. To understand why a driveway dispute reaches this point, we have to look at the environment. This subdivision operates under a strict homeowners association, an organization that dictates everything from paint colors to street parking through a dense manual of bylaws. The system often relies on residents to identify infractions, leading some to spend their evenings patrolling the block to monitor their neighbors' compliance with the manual. When a community prioritizes rigid rules but lacks a protocol for neighbors to verify information with one another, a single unchecked assumption can set a very expensive process in motion. Take the vehicle at the center of this dispute. It is a standard sedan, parked within the lines of a residential driveway, fully permitted and authorized to occupy that space. A neighbor walks past and makes a quick observation. Based on her own reading of the guidelines, she decides the car is in violation. This diagram shows the property layout. The green area highlights the legal parking zones, while red marks the violation zones. The vehicle is safely inside the green, clear of the sidewalk, yet the neighbor misinterprets the specific setback requirements outlined in the handbook. Instead of following standard protocol, she skips a step. The process of checking with management is bypassed, and she moves directly to initiating a tow. She calls the neighborhood's towing company directly, reporting an unauthorized vehicle and requesting its immediate removal. By bypassing the community's central authority, she takes unilateral action based on an interpretation that has not yet been reviewed by the board. Within 30 minutes, a heavy-duty tow truck pulls into the street. Its flashing amber lights reflect off the stationary car, signaling the enforcement process. The driver operates on a specific work order. He immediately begins the procedure of securing the vehicle's rear axle to the lift without seeking additional context from the household. At 6:42 p.m., the owner of the vehicle hears the hydraulic winches. He steps out of his front door, realizes his property is being lifted, and runs down the driveway. The scene becomes a three-way confrontation. The car owner tries to block the tow, while the driver continues his assigned task, and the reporting resident stands on the sidewalk, insisting the car be removed. The owner explains that he holds a valid parking pass and has the right to occupy his own driveway. In response, the neighbor cites the HOA bylaws, arguing that the vehicle's position violates the street-facing boundary regulations. Towing companies typically operate on a binary system. They either hook the car or they don't. Logical debate in the driveway is ineffective until someone with higher administrative authority intervenes. That intervention arrives 10 minutes later with the property manager, who shifts the conflict from a physical dispute to an administrative review. The manager accesses the community's secure permit database to check the actual status of the car. When the license plate is entered, a green checkmark indicates the permit is valid and active. As this liability flowchart shows, the financial risk reverses, moving away from the car owner and pointing back to the resident who called. The shouting stops. The reporting neighbor is forced to process the fact that her attempt at enforcement was based on a mistake. Objective data serves as the final word in neighborhood disputes, stripping away the perceived authority of a resident's personal interpretation. Because the request was invalidated, the driver must release the property. The heavy mechanics unlock, and the hydraulic arms drop away from the car's tires. 2 local police cruisers pull up to the curb, moving the incident beyond HOA rules and into the realm of local law enforcement. The officers mediate the remaining tension, documenting the incident and addressing the public disturbance caused by the confrontation. Other neighbors watch from their porches, witnessing the public results of a false report. By attempting to enforce the rules without confirmation, the resident created the very disturbance she claimed to be preventing. This incident reflects a common tension in residential communities, where rules are strictly enforced. It shows the risks of using community guidelines to take action against a neighbor before establishing the facts. Individuals who make false reports can be held liable for the tow company's service fees, potential vehicle damage, and the cost of emergency services. Verifying information before taking action is the only way to prevent a minor disagreement from escalating into a significant legal and financial liability.